Classification of printed circuit board. Printed circuit board may be classified according to their various attributes, often with ambiguous result. They are traditionally divided into three classes according to their use and application, or commonly referred to as a consumer, professional, and highly reliability board. Consumer PCBs are generally used in consumer products such as radio, television, and cheap test and measuring equipments. There are four types of PCBs are there. So this one is the single sided, double sided, multi-layer board, rigid and flexible printed circuit board. So now we are going to learn about the single sided printed circuit boards. So the single sided means that the wiring is available only on one side of the insulating substrate. Here you can see in this diagram the component hole is here and here, and this one is solder resist, this one is the medium material, and this one is the base material. So here we are going to solder our components. Suppose if I want to solder the resistance, so I will put the resistance here, and in this way the resistor is like this, and I can solder the component here. So the side which contains the circuit pattern is called soldered side, whereas the other side is called component side. Single-sided boards are manufactured mostly by the print and etch method or by the die cut technique by using a die that carries an image of a wiring pattern, and the die is either photo engraved or machine engraved. Normally components are used to jump over conductor tracks, but if this is not possible, jumper wires are used. The number of jumper wires on a board cannot be accepted beyond a small number due to economic reasons. Double-sided printed circuit boards. So double-sided printed circuit boards have wiring pattern on both sides of the insulating material. That is, the circuit pattern is available both on the component side and the soldered side. So here you can see in the diagram, this one, you can see this is the one side and this is the second side. So one component is soldered over here and the one component is here. So the pattern will be on both sides and the components can be placed on the both sides. So the component density and the conductors are higher than the single sided boards. Double sided boards are commonly of two types. One is double sided board with a plated through hole connection. Double sided board with plated through hole connection. In this diagram you can see the hole is totally plated with the PCB. This is the PCB and this is the hole for the component placing. Double-sided board without plated through holes connection. So in this diagram you can see there is no hole. Here also you can see there is no hole, only the connections are made. Next we are going to learn about the multi-layer boards. The development of plated through holes technology has led to a considerable reduction in conductor crossover on different planes, resulting in a reduction in space requirement and increased packaging density of electronic equipment. However, the modern VLSI and the other pin configuration devices has tremendously increased the packaging density and consequently the concentration of the inner connecting lines. Multi-layer boards make use of more than two printed board with the thin layer of what is called pre-preg material placed between each layer, thus making a sandwich assembly. In the diagram you can see the layer is placed one upon other and it's a kind of a sandwich is make, and this we call it as multi-layer PCBs. So this is how the multi-layer PCB is manufactured. Multi-layer boards have 3 or more circuit layers, while some boards have even as many as 50 layers also. So this is a huge quantity. The technology has expanded now. Multi-layer boards are of two types, one with four layers. So in this diagram you can see the one is top layer here, this one is ground layer, this one, then it's a power and the bottom layer. So this is the four layer multi-layer PCB. These are the tracks are made and these are connected like this. This track is connected to the ground and here you can see it's to the bottom layer, and this track is connected to the power supply. So in this way the multi-layer with four layer can be made. Multi-layer with 8 layers. So in the same way you can see the 8 layers also. This is the top layer, then this is the middle layer, then middle layer 2, then ground, then middle layer 3, then 3 volt 3 volt 3.3 volt, sorry, and the middle layer and the bottom layer. So in this way you can see there are the two voltages are there, one is 3 volt and one is of the top layer and the ground. The next we are going to learn rigid and flexible printed circuit board. Printed circuit boards can also be classified on the basis of type of insulating material used, that is rigid and flexible. While rigid boards are made of variety of material, flexible boards are made or use flexible substrate material like polyester and polyamide. Constitute of a combination of rigid and flexible circuit board, usually bonded together, are three-dimensional structure that have flexible part connecting to the rigid board, which usually support components. So in this diagram you can see this one is the rigid, this one is rigid, this one is rigid, and this one is rigid, and the circuit between this one is a flexible part. So this one is a flexible printed circuit board. Flexible printed circuit board use flexible substrate material like polyester and polyamide, as I have told you earlier. So this is the flexible printed circuit board, and the material used for making is a polyester and polyamide.